Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I am going to be doing another town build. It's going to be part 2 of my series. Right now, today we're going to be building the center of the town. It's going to be like a lake, some seating, other stuff you'll see later on in the video. I'm not going to say everything now. But yeah, I've been wanting to do this build since I made the layout for the town, so let's get right on into the video. Okay guys, so the first thing I wanted to do for this layout was build the pond slash lake, because I feel like once you have, that's like the big center of this part of the town and for the whole town in general. So I felt like once you have the pond done, you can kind of just put everything else around it and put the decor in and everything else. But the dimensions I had were just really bothering me, because I tried to add so many different things, like for instance a bridge, and nothing was fitting for the dimensions that I originally had. So you'll see in a second I have to go back in and make the pond a little bit smaller, because the bridge was just like a tiny bit too small and it wasn't working very well. But yeah, and I had a Valentine's Day video for you guys, but I went to go edit it literally the day before Valentine's Day to post it on Valentine's Day, and I had lost all my footage. And then I found it 3 days after Valentine's Day had passed, and it was kind of too late to do it at that point. But if you guys still want to see it, let me know and I'll upload it. But I just didn't think it made sense because Valentine's Day was already over. But yeah, as you guys see, I had to go in and change the size of the pool or the pond and a couple other things just to make it a little bit smaller so I could add my bridge. And then I really wanted to keep in theme with like the browns and the greens and reds and darker, lighter blues, whatever. So I made the bridge like a dark brown, because I feel like most bridges you see, they're like wood, and they have like some kind of brown tone to them. So yeah, that's why I did that. And then I'm just going in there adding a couple of just like different gardening items, just to kind of like pop around the edges of the pond a little bit, so it's not too plain. But I had realized it was too plain, so later in the video you'll see me go back in and um, add a little bit more to around the edge of the pond. And these lily pads I think are so cute, and like all the lakes and ponds I see around my house or just anytime I'm out, they all have lily pads on them. And I live in Florida, so there's lily lakes everywhere. But yeah, and then I added these cute little lights on the edges just so you could like the pathway would be lit up a little so you could see it like during the nighttime. And then I had gone in and added some, like, what do they call it, flowers or whatever to the, oh, I was gonna add them to the lily pads, but I guess I had changed my mind. But I do add them back in later. But I had changed the grass to match like the darker grass that's around the lake, because the other grass that I originally had is just too bright. Like, I don't think it's realistic. And then I added a gazebo to the end of the bridge. Um, and then later on, bro, I changed so many things throughout this build. It's crazy. Later on, you'll see me put it somewhere else, because I realized it didn't realistically um, go there, because you wouldn't be able to walk across the bridge from either side, because the gazebo's there. So I ended up moving it later on, you'll see. And then I added these cute little picnic tables in there. But before that, see, I told you I had to go in and change the dimensions again, because the dimensions were just not cooperating. The layout was just too small. I didn't realize it was gonna, like, not everything was gonna work out like how I wanted it to. So I had to go in and change it like a whole bunch of times. It's crazy. Okay, and then I'm going in now and adding the picnic tables now that I made it a little bit bigger around the edge, so that the picnic tables could fit without like being directly at the edge of the water. And then I made them the same color as the bridge just to kind of like keep the theme going. And then I added these cute little like table runners, but to use them as like a tablecloth for the picnics. And then I used, of course, the staple picnic tablecloth is plaid red. But I did change two of the colors to blue just to kind of mix it up a little, so not everything's the same color, if that makes sense. I didn't want everything to be the exact same. And then I added these cute little picnic baskets to a couple of the tables just to add a little pop of color. And just to make sure not everything was too plain, so I added a couple of those as well. And then now I'm going in, and I was looking for something, but I couldn't figure out what I was looking for. I was trying to find something, and it was, I can't remember what it was, but I ended up adding another picnic basket to that table as well. I don't know. I'm having such a big brain fart. This is bad. Okay, you see here, I added a different, like a little bit of concrete because I didn't want the whole thing to be grass. Like, I had realized, like, halfway through the build, it looked, like, odd because, I don't know, sitting in grass is just, like, if it rains, it's gonna get muddy, whatever. So I had added, like, a little bit of, like, a darker color concrete around the border just so our picnic tables could be, like, on the concrete. And then I'm going in. I told you I changed the greenery because it was looking way too plain. So I added these cute little rocks around the border of the pond, and then I'm going in and adding the like compact bushes. I did not realize they were so expensive. Like the compact bushes alone probably cost me like 80K placing all of them. And then I had to resize all the trees cuz they were just too large. And then so yeah, I added the compact bushes and the stones, and then a couple of the smaller boulders, just so it wasn't too much like of the green um, around the pond. So mix it up a little, gotta mix it up a little bit. And then I completed that off camera because it was boring, so I didn't want you guys to like lose your attention span. But yeah, now I'm going in and I'm decorating the gazebo. I told you I had moved it to the corner because it just looks so much better over here. And I wanted to make it like a cute little area so you could sit outside with your friends and enjoy like the nice weather, have like lunch with your friends, get lunch at like the cafe or another restaurant I'm gonna build later on. And just sit outside and enjoy time with your friends. And I thought it was really cute, and it just added like a little something to the area that I was missing. And then I went in and I just added a little bit of decor, but nothing too crazy to it. Yeah, I couldn't figure out. I don't know why I just didn't just get another tablecloth out of the decor section. I don't know why I had to do all that extra stuff. But yeah, so I added the cute little table runner tablecloth, and then I just put I had to make sure all the dimension it wasn't overlapping or anything because that stuff like drives me crazy. And then I just added a cute little candle there. Nothing too crazy. I wanted to add string lights, but you can't add them anywhere. Like, it wouldn't let me unless I built it out of basic shapes, and I'm not that advanced yet, guys. I did build a whole patio out of basic shapes, but I can't build a whole gazebo. I'm not that advanced. But yeah, that's the gazebo. Then I added the cute little lights just to, like, kind of lighten it up in there a little bit. And yeah, that's so cute. It looks so cute. And then I went in and added some grills, just in case, you want to have a grill day, cook out with your family um, at the little lakeside park. And then I added, I added these trash cans too, just to make it kind of like more realistic. And then I went in and colored everything and changed all the colors just so they would match with the design I wanted to do. And yeah, I was looking for inspo pics for this for a while. I couldn't find any inspo pics anywhere. Everything was like not really what I had envisioned, so I kind of just made up everything in my head. And then I went in and added some flowers to the lilies just to add a little bit more pop of color because it was looking plain to me. So I wanted to add a little something there. And then I did that, and I had resized them all just because it looked cuter to me that way. And a lot of like lily pads have flowers on them from what I've seen from pictures. I'm not 100% sure about that, but just from what I've seen. And then so yeah, I did that, and then I resized them just to make them smaller because they were really big. And that's almost to the end of my build. A lot of stuff I did off camera because it was really boring, and I didn't want to bore you guys. Like, the greenery took forever. And it was just, I was like, yeah, they're gonna get bored and not finish watching the video. So let me just do that off camera and then come back. And then for some reason, one side of the pond was lit up lighter than the other side. So I had to fix that real quick. And then I added this cute little bird feeder because I thought it was so adorable. And the birds actually do come to it in the game, guys. So if you want a bird feeder, get one. It's so cute. And then I had gone through and added, I really, I had realized the tulips like looked too much, like of all, like a whole bunch of them like clumped together. So I ended up adding like a couple of lilies also, like just around, just to kind of break it up a little. And the lilies are really cute too. It gives it like a little extra like pop of color. And yeah, so that's about everything for my build that I had done. So let's get on into the tour, guys. Okay, guys, so this is the tour. The tour's not gonna be very long because there's not like a whole lot to show you. But yeah, so these are the picnic tables. I kind of showed you guys everything throughout the building process, but I just want to go around and show you guys everything. But yeah, so you could sit here with your friends, enjoy a nice little picnic or lunch, just chit chat. You could even grill. I don't know why I'm standing on top of the grill, but we're just gonna ignore that. But yeah, so then you go across the bridge, and this is my favorite part. It's so cute. Like I think it's so adorable. Have a nice little like date night, or just walk through and enjoy like the weather and the day. And then over here I added more grills.